Hey kids, I'm here to share some story about your dad with you. We grew up as kids. These are the memories I have of him as far as I could remember. As kids, we were best friends. We hang out together almost every day. Your dad liked to hunt, catch birds, animals. If he had four legs, he wanted to catch it, or he had wings, he wanted to catch it. He caught many birds, tortured many birds, poor birds. But I want to share a story about actually a bird called a sparrow with you guys, with your dad. That one day he climbed a tree and in the bird nest he found some eggs and he brought the eggs home and put it in the oven to keep it warm. And miraculously, the egg hatched. One of them did, and he took care of that egg. That bird for weeks until the bird could fly. And we woke up every day, went to the beach, looked for insects, fruits, everything in people's yard to feed the bird until the birds were big enough to fly. But the bird was so smart, he followed your dad everywhere he go. Even at school, he would wait till after school. He would be out there waiting for your dad and he would fly on your dad's shoulder. And that's one of the stories that I like to share because that story is amazing to me because I never heard of anybody raising a bird from an egg and he treated your dad like it's the parent until one day the cat ate it. Boy, did your dad hate that cat. But your dad was a good friend. He was very loyal. If he chose you as a friend, you were considered lucky because he would give you everything he had. He would share with you. Sometimes he's quick to anger, but he's also quick to forgive. We hung out every day, shared everything, and he was a free spirit. He was always out and about, didn't want to live by anybody's rules or laws but his. And once he's made up his mind, you can't change it. And that's how he was. Growing up as a little kid, he was a tough kid, a tough guy. Nobody messed with him. He wasn't afraid of anybody. He was tougher than me for sure, and I was bigger than him. I have a good story when we were kids. Actually, we were in the sixth grade. I still remember in English class. We had a pretty big teacher, overweight. She wore this big old dress, a white one. And your dad was always getting in trouble. And she's always reprimanding him until one day she walked by the aisle and he took out a blue ink pen. He took out the ink inside and blew it all over her butt. She didn't know that day. The next day she came, she was furious, wondered who did it, but nobody knew. Of course, he laughed inside, laughed to himself when he did it, and I saw him do it. Played hooky a lot, stay in school, don't do that. But he played hooky almost every day. It's amazing how he got away. Every day we play hooky, we go out to the arcade in the mall, play video games till we get kicked out or the cops come get us. He loves video games. Every day with him was an adventure. He always wanted to go somewhere. We'll get on our bikes, we'll go hours one way. Don't know where we're going. As long as it's somewhere different, he's willing to go. We have many good memories and moments I share with him. Play video games till morning. And also, I also have this one memory that's real funny. We went on a bike and we went riding to the store and his stomach hurt. So he needed to go take a dump real bad. Nowhere else to go. So he stopped by this lady front yard behind a tree and he took a dump right in front of the tree. About 1 minute into it, she came out with a broom. Boy, she chased the heck out of him. His pants halfway up ran and I was laughing my butt off. That's the kind of stuff that, that we did every day. We didn't care when we were kids. We ran the streets. We had a good time. There's many more stories that I have. Maybe one of these days that you you and I can get together and I can retell them to you in more details. But I just want you to know that as a kid, your father, he was a free spirit. He was fun to be around. He was very loyal. He took care of you if you were his friends. He always had your back, no matter what. And I just want to share that little memories that I have with you. See you next time.